What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you a World of Tanks gameplay commentary. I'm not using my Russian accent because I know it's a Russian tank, but I actually have some other things I want to talk about. This was really my first match in my IS-8, and it went rather well. I mean, it was rather interesting. I mean, one or the other, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing a commentary. But a point that I do want to raise at the moment, at the beginning of the game when no one's really doing anything, crush the debris because don't want to have that there causing problems now, do we? No. Anyway, I actually did have a lot of old game replays I was kind of saving, debating whether or not I was going to do them, but some of them were very good games. But with the recent 7.3 update, I can't do them. I mean, I could probably revert my game back to 7.2, and there's probably a way to do that, but I'm not aware. And it's somewhat frustrating because I did have some great games that I really would have liked to commentate it on, but I'll try to fix it, and if not, I mean, those games are lost forever, sadly. But anyway, to the gameplay, we've got a couple scouts coming up the middle trying to spot our artillery. Very smart, in my opinion, considering how much arty there is per team. And really, this is probably their best play right here, that 1390 and that T50. Probably the best they're going to do is to find their arty, get it killed, and that's probably going to be their largest contribution to our team. I mean, look at how many tier 9s and 8s there are per team. And it's really just, it's somewhat of a heavy-hitting match. This is a rather quick drop-off, but there I go, get my first kill of the game. Don't want that 1390 to spot our arty. And I see we would have a rather heavy push coming from the east trenches. Yes, I'm trying to get everything sorted out, but obviously I can't figure out my directions. KV3, our team is just getting decimated at the moment. We've got a Panther, another IS-8, and myself over here, but considering they've pushed all their tier 9s this one way, this is as heavy of a push as it comes without sending their entire team. I mean, they sent all their biggest armor this way, and right now their one mistake is not pushing up, because we're just spotting them and letting our artillery lob shells and hurt them. Right here, I was thinking, oof, take a solid hit. And right here, I was thinking, oh, we've lost. This game is over. But I just kind of back up, trying to make sure their artillery does not have a shot on me, to the best of my ability anyway. Our west flank doing rather well, going up against a couple heavy tanks. I mean, the worst it can be is a tier 7 and a tier 8. And we still have a tier 9 over there, so at least to the best of my knowledge we have a tier 9 over there. I could be mistaken about that. It's really not looking too hot for our team right now, though. At 2 to 5, I mean, I'm thinking we're done. I bounced a shell there from the T-43. Not really that impressive to bounce one of those shells. We've got our team pushing up center. Never really advisable, especially in a high tier, in a match where there's a lot of high tier arty. And I do consider tier 6 to be relatively high tier arty, especially the S51 packs a wallop, doesn't it? Right now, the trenches, the west is doing well, and the trenches are getting taken care of, nice and good. Our 103, I was wrong, he is right there. Our IS doing rather well for himself, going to help our M103, and here we're starting to make a bit of a comeback. We have eliminated all their tier 9s, and we still have all 3 of ours, and this bodes well for our team. Yes, we are down by 2 tanks, and I'm trying to keep myself from getting artilleried, but right now, 3 tanks now. Duh. But we do have them beat in terms of tier. And sometimes that's all you need. Here I'm going to try to shoot this T-50, but I can't get my gun to aim low enough. Stupid gun depression. Again, the T-50, which I wish we would have killed earlier, is going to try to spot and get our arty killed. I mean, whatever happened to our artillery is probably the French tank working counter arty, tracing the shells from our base and taking them out. All we have left is the S51, and I'm like, no, I will save you. While there's the battle going on in the center between heavy tanks, and our west flank is also struggling to stay alive. There we go, T50. I'm like, I saved the S51! Yay, go me! And then, wait for it. There you go. Counter arty. I'm like, oh, that just ruined my day. So now we are down by 4 tanks. Looking rather not well for our team. Not really a great first match so far in my IS-8. And I'm just trying to stay alive, you know. I know there was that tank coming up the center. I don't know what it was, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention during the game. I do know what it is now, but it was a KV-3. And here, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to pay more attention to those tanks that were coming up on our flank here. There's that KV-3. Let's see if I can't get a shot off on him. And of course, I will. Boom. Nice solid hit. But I'm thinking, you know what? I took the shot. I'm not going to stand still for Artie. And I'm also going to just keep myself pointed, my frontal armor pointed towards the direction where I know that KV-5 is coming from. Now, our other IS-8 trying to go kill their Artie, KV-3 running back to help. I hit his armor wrong and I bounce it. You know, sometimes you really should wait and just try to get it, but it's really at that distance, it's kind of, there's really no fine-tuning where you aim. KV-5 will see me, and he is going to get a solid hit in the tracks, stop him right there, causing his shell to eat the dirt, trying to take a shot off on me. And here, I'm really trying to just figure out how the IS-8 compares to the KV-5, hit his armor wrong, again, stupid slants. And I'm thinking, you know what, I did look at the stats of the KV-5, I have a thick turret, in the front anyway. Like, oh, why not use that? Let's ruin his day here. He's gonna get a hit on my side, but it's not gonna do anything worth anything. And here we go, I'm gonna try to I'll finish off the KV-5 right here now, take him out. So now I got a full health ARL, and one thing about the IS-8 is you have to note that its armor, its whole armor is really not that impressive for a tier 8, but it is slanted. It is rather slanted. And right now, our IS-8 in the base, you know, he started capping when he should have been going to kill that other Artie. I am barely alive, and really that KV-3 finished him off from a distance because, again, the IS-8, its armor isn't all that impressive. Now, I am barely alive here. I ricochet a shot. That was the last thing I needed. And, you know, that KV-3 is still out there, and I'm thinking this ARL is going to reload before I am, but no. So, I don't know what happened, if he was trying to wait for a better shot. The Hummel taking a shot and missing, thank goodness. All he needed to do was just nick me, and I was dead. Now, I'm down to 20 HP, and I have to fight a KV-3, which is now a tier 7, and I have to fight a Hummel, which can kill me easily, one shot. Doesn't even have to hit me. And my driver's back in action because I'm thinking, you know what, last thing I need right now is my one advantage, my speed, to be gone. The IS-8, it moves. It just hauls across the field. Its top speed is 50 kilometers per hour. And, you know, our IS-8 in their base did a good job of eliminating 3 of their 4 Artie. But here I'm telling my team, it's not over yet. We can still win this. I'm always a fighter. I will take you out, and if I can't win, I'll at least give you a costly repair bill on your tank. I will never just lie down and die. I'll fire every single shot I got at you. And here I'm trying to be very strategic with my positioning. I'm thinking that KV-3 is going to come up the middle, and, you know, I'm going to wait for him to get exposed, run for a cap, and then when he does that, I'm going to take a free side shot at him. But I'm quickly thinking, well, what if that Artie's pushing up with him? And that's going to be no bueno. That's going to be very bad news for me. Now, with that in mind, I'm backing up. I'm going actually to those rocks right there. And you will see very shortly just how good of an idea this was. Really, a lot of this game is strategic positioning. Knowing when to push up, knowing when to hold down, knowing where. And that is the big thing, where to hold down. You got to be very sneaky, try to position up, and right here, KV-3, right there. So I just basically saved myself, light him on fire. Oh my gosh, that fire was a godsend. Burned his tank without him getting another shot off on me. Everything in his tank just went to Krispy Kreme. You know what I mean. Anyway, that was so stupidly, ridiculously lucky. And now they're telling me I might as well go cap. Like, yeah, sure, I'll run across the field. Why not? I mean, their Artie's probably going to sit in their base. And I tell them, luck is my specialty. I mean, really, surviving with 20 HP, Artie shells missing me and not even splashing me for that. And me catching them on fire and letting it burn. The shells I did bounce from the KV-5 and the ARL-44. Luck really is my specialty, at least so far. Like I said, this was my first game in my IS-8. I almost said 4. And blah, 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 blah. I don't care what he says. I have no idea what that guy's talking about. But this was my first game of my IS-8, and I managed to get Mastery Badge Class 1 right off the bat. First round. Now, the stats from, besides Mastery Badge did not transfer. But stats did from the IS-4, which I never got. Why? It's like, yes, the IS-4 was moved, but the IS-8 is a completely new tank. So why put the stats? Anyway, that was the devs' call. I don't agree with it, but it's what they decided. Now, the IS-8, like you just saw, was doing a pretty good job of getting across the field. I'm looking for artillery, hoping to God that I get him on the side and I can take the shot and kill him first before he kills me. And if he takes a shot at me, that it misses. And I'm just checking the typical arty spots behind the railroad tracks. And, you know, I still got a good amount of time left. And there he is. He is in our base capturing. You know, he probably thinks I was going to sit on base defense. But apparently I'm unpredictable. Go figure. And so, and right here I say full speed ahead. I wasn't really sure how the IS-8 performed, but when I rushed their base, I found out very quickly that it is a fast mover. And so I know for a fact I can get back to my base in time. They're telling me to get that first shot, as if I don't already know. That Hummel is firmly capable of killing me. I let them know that I know. Because, I mean, I got an IS-8. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. My IS-4 currently is my tier 10, but I'm not using it because its stock gun is horrible, and until I get the proper gun on the IS-8 to equip on the IS-4, I will not be using it. Now, we are coming down to the wire. If I wanted to make this game a bit better for my score, and I was thinking about it, I would have waited until he reached 80, 85 to give myself Defender. But here my main concern was winning. And to that extent, I take the shot. He was facing his side towards me, and if I took that shot and missed, I would have backed up. And right there you have it. Great times 5 XP, because this week is times 5. Get out there and take advantage of it if you are not already. And this is the week of the May 7th through 11th. And anyway, great credits. Bit of a costly repair bill. But I did kill 7, damaged 1, the other IS-8, and detected 2. So I'm not really a detector guy. I took 20 shots and 18 hit the target. And there's that base defense thing. I could have gotten Defender if I had thought about it, but I was just concerned about winning. Oh, no, I did get Defender. Silly me. But I did not get Sniper, and that is rather surprising with the 2018 spread. However, I did get Top Gun, and I got the Bolter's Medal because I got 7 kills. So I cannot complain. First round of my IS-8 went very well. But anyway, if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you got a replay you want me to commentate, send it in. I'll definitely do it if it's interesting or good enough. I mean, I can't guarantee. If you send me a horrible game where you don't do anything and nothing interesting happens, I'm not going to do that. But, you know, if it's a good game, I will certainly be honored to commentate it. Anyway, this is Spang, and I am signing off.